Have you ever heard of flighted wedge shots? This term gets thrown around quite often, but here today I'm going to show you how we can actually hit those flighted wedge shots properly. Now on a day like today, it's super windy and it's also a little cold. So what we're going to want to do differently today is now not make our wedges go sky high. We actually want to hit a lower flighted wedge shot, something also known as a flighted wedge shot or a punch shot. Okay, so we see that pin in the distance there. It's blowing right to left here, and it's blowing about 35-50 kilometers an hour today. It's very windy. If I hit this ball high, it's just gonna come off the left and it'll be very hard to control this flight. What I'm gonna do differently is a couple things, couple checkpoints I want to look for. So we're gonna talk about 3 main points that will help you hit this lower flighted wedge shot today. Now, number 1, that's gonna be ball position. Number 2, it's gonna be in your backswing. And then 3, it's gonna be in your downswing and follow through, okay? Now, number 1, ball position. What we're gonna wanna look for is your standard ball position. Let's say with my pitching wedge here, I'm trying to hit that low wedge. We're gonna wanna move it back in our stance. Now, the reason for this is we wanna deloft the club a bit more, have a little more forward shaft lean, and now be swinging down more on the golf ball so we get more of like that punchier shot, okay? Now, in the overall swing, what we're gonna look at is overall keeping connected, right? We don't wanna be getting too high up here and far away. We wanna almost stay compact and connected here for a half swing to come through to that half swing finish, either here or here, whatever works better for you. So if I were to hit my normal pitching wedge here, right? Normal for me, ball position, just back and through. That ball has gone maybe 50 yards to the left of that pin, right? To control that ball flight is gonna be extremely difficult, extremely difficult. What we're gonna wanna do instead is now put the ball in the back of our stance here, right? Come down a little more steep and now finish low here, right? We wanna almost feel like we're punching the golf ball here. And what that will really help with is overall getting that lower ball flight that helps with this wind. Now, ball position first is key. What we're gonna wanna do also is come back in this half swing position and then through to this short position as well. Now I'm gonna show you guys this with a pitching wedge, a 50 degree pitching wedge, 50 degree, 54, and then my 60. Same principles apply to each, just a couple small tweaks. So now back of my stance here, delofted, and we're gonna come down to that sawed-off finish. Right, so that now ended up maybe 15 feet, 10 feet left of the pin, which is a much better shot. Played a controlled draw in there. Much easier to control with this wind, as it now gives it that penetrating, punchy ball flight. Okay, I'll show you guys one more, just to show you. Again, back of my stance, sawed off backswing, and then that sawed off finish, right? Punching through the ball. Alright, so it still does get affected by the wind as we're dealing with 50-kilometer-an-hour wind gusts, but again, that ended up 15 feet left. So now I have my 50 degree here. Now, same principles apply as well. 50 is quite close to my 45 degree pitching wedge. The only difference here that we're gonna make our stance a little more narrow, okay? Because it's a shorter shot. Again, we just wanna come back and through the exact same way, okay? Here, back of my stance, I'm a little more narrow. Back and through. Perfect. I'll show you guys one more. Again, you're gonna wanna play this right of the pin if the wind is still howling, because it will still affect your ball no matter what you do, even if you play a lower, punchier, penetrating ball flight. But you really just wanna swing with your shoulders, and with your shoulders, and you'll get a much more penetrating ball flight, just like that. Now with these punch shots, something a lot of people forget to mention, which I almost forgot as well, was to really make sure you're using your body effectively, right? You really want to make sure you're moving back with your body and through with your entire body. This is not an arm swing here. What we want to be doing is coming back with our shoulders and through with our shoulders. Want to make sure we're fully connected here, because if we're not, we won't get the type of ball flight we want. Okay, again, back of my stance, a lot of forward shaft lean, pick out my spot right of the pin, and then execute. Perfect. Something like that works great. If I were to go over all three things again for you guys, number one would be, we're gonna go over three things today. Number one is just gonna be as simple as ball position, right? Ball position is key when it comes to hitting these types of shots. So you're gonna wanna make sure your ball position is further back than normal to help us get a little more steep and down into the ground to hit that punchier, penetrating ball flight. Number two is gonna be our backswing and downswing. We're really gonna wanna make sure in our backswing and downswing both that we're fully connected with the club. We wanna be swinging with our shoulders and our shoulders here, right? We don't really wanna be swinging with our hand. We don't wanna be swinging with our hands at all like this, as that won't lead to that punchy, penetrating ball flight. That ball will just get taken by the wind. So we really wanna make sure we're swinging back with our shoulders and through with our shoulders and our hips here to this punched position. Okay, it's almost like a knockdown shot you want to play. So you do want to play 3/4 back and like 3/4 through, if not straight here or right here. Okay, you do not want to be going all the way to your finish, as that ball will come out higher, right? So if I put all three of those things together, right, I'll go over them when I'm swinging here. Now I have my pitching wedge, back of my stance, more back than normal, forward shaft lean, good. Now I want to come back with my shoulders, turn, create that punch effect, and then finish with that sawed-off finish. So all three of those things together will look something like this, right? Back and through, right? Finished low, and we got that low ball flight for us. If you guys also like this type of content, click the link down below. I'm doing free 15-minute golf consultation sessions for you guys. And I also provide one-on-one coaching if that's something you are interested in. Click this down below to see my recent upload, and click this for the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next one.